All right. Hello. So we already have a few people. That's cool. Welcome. My name's Nick. I'm going to do a little Qigong today to help you sleep, to help calm your mind, slow things down, and just get you ready for a good night's sleep. So part of this will be physical, kind of getting the tension out of the body, and part will be more the meditative aspect of breathing. I'm gonna make sure my camera's set up right here, and feel free to just say hi in the comments. Super easy. Just say hello. You might let me know you're there. It's cool if not. And Qigong, if you haven't done it before, it's a standing practice, or at least this will be. So find yourself a little bit of space you can stand. You don't need a ton of room. It's going to be a pretty gentle practice today. So wherever you are in the world, I'm here in California, so it's 8 p.m. here. So almost bedtime here. Not quite, so maybe where you are, maybe you're on the East Coast, and it's time to hit the hay. Maybe you're watching this later. This would be a great routine to do any night when you're getting ready for bed. This will just be about 20, 30 minutes, won't be too long. A lot of people find themselves surprised how little time it actually takes for Qigong to kind of work its magic. I teach in a lot of yoga studios and gyms, and their time slots are always for like an hour, hour and 15 minutes, hour and a half. And I'm always wondering, like, why can't you guys just have like little half-hour slots of 45 minutes? Because Qigong doesn't really have to take that long. Just seeing if we have a few more people. Oh, look at that. We got 10 people already. Cool. Well, so once you find yourself standing, find your feet under the shoulders. We're going to take our hands over the lower abdomen. And we're just going to start as usual with just a little deep abdominal breathing. As you breathe in and out, just start to see if you can feel the movement of that breath down at your belly. And it doesn't have to be a huge movement. Just encouraging even just a little bit of your breath to make it down to the lower abdomen. Just feel like it's massaging the organs in your belly. Whatever's been going on in your day, whatever stresses or challenges are in your life, just acknowledge that you're going to be so much more capable of dealing with all of that after a good night's sleep. And even if you have trouble sleeping, maybe you have insomnia, even if you don't sleep at all, you can still find some restfulness for your mind through the practice of Qigong. And through that rest, you'll be more capable, more wise, more intelligent, more energetic. All those things we might be stressed about become that much easier to deal with. Slowly release the hands. And we're just going to open our joints. We're going to cross the wrists and start to circle the hands over each other. So each hand individually is spiraling from the wrist, and then those two wrists are circling around each other. We have kind of two circles, two spirals working here. Opening up the wrists. Hi there, Mortal Wombat. I love that name. Good to see you here. Let's go the other direction with these circles. Just going to start with opening the joints, clearing any stiffness from our day. Take it to the elbows. Circle from your elbow joint. Let that circle go out through the hands. So we're still kind of opening through the wrist and hands as well here. Let's go the other direction. Circle from the elbow. And bring it in, make the crane's beak, touch your thumbs and fingers together. Bring the fingertips and thumbs over the chest, just below your collarbone. This one's called the rooster spreads its feathers. Just do a big circle with basically your elbows are circling. But really just open your shoulders and chest. So make as big of a circle as you can with the arms. And as we do, you can really kind of let your hips and your spine move with it. So it's not isolated in the arms. And then we'll go the other direction, like you're swimming forwards. Take a few deep breaths. Nice and open through the spine and shoulders. And then let's go with one arm at a time. Just like you're swimming. And here you can think about the elbow lifting towards the sky to get some length in your waist. Here, getting long in the waist. So Qigong always usually start from sort of the most physical and then move our way towards the energy and then towards the mind. Let's go the other direction again, just like you're swimming backwards. I think this is the magic of Qigong, is that we're not sort of starting at the mind and spirit. We start with the body. Everybody can sort of easily enter through the body as the mechanism. Even if all we did was the warm-ups in Qigong, just the stretching and breathing, moving, you'd still feel a lot better. There's a lot of people, you sit them down to meditate, and a lot of times we feel more stressed after because meditation is actually pretty hard for most people. Let's come to the center, bring the hands to the hips, and start to circle from the hips. It's a big circle. Open through the body. In the Qigong logic, our body has these meridians through it, this energy that wants to flow through the body. We call this energy Qi. And kind of the most basic thing that Qi is that it's what connects our body and our mind, body and spirit. This is sort of why in Qigong we can really mostly just work with the body, but our mind has this profound effect on it, even if we don't do some sort of special meditation or even visualization. Just this body-based stuff changes the quality of mind through the Qi, which flows through the body and the mind. Switch directions. So the Qi likes to move through a body that's nice and open, that isn't stiff and stuck together. So that's why we always start with our flexibility and mobility. Good, relax to the center. Bring the hands over the knees and just start to circle the knees. Nice, simple exercises to help everything to flow. Go the other direction. Good, come up. Balance on one foot and circle the ankle. If you have trouble balancing, you can hold on to something, it's fine. Otherwise, we work the balance a little bit and open the ankle, circle the other direction. Shake it out. Other side, balance, circle. the direction. Shake it out. Good. Bring your hands on your hips. Pull your shoulders down and back. Lift your crown. And start to turn your head left and right. As though you're trying to look behind yourself, like you're trying to get the chin over the shoulder. Just back and forth a few times. Just getting open through the neck. Come to the center, give the head a big circle. And then look for just a gentle stretch moving around the neck. Be really careful. You don't want to feel any pinching in the vertebra of your neck. So try to keep your neck nice and long. So not just kind of collapsing over and letting the neck crunch. Reaching tall through the crown even as we circle. Let's go the other direction now. Good, to the center. All right, we're going to do one called dredging the channels. So this one we use a little brushing, a little friction with the hands to pull the stagnant chi out of the body and release it. So you can kind of imagine that this is like we have gutters through the body, like the gutters of a roof. You're pulling the leaves and the gunk out of the gutters and then tossing the leaves and the gunk away. So we're going to start by coming down. We're going to bend our knees, come to the inside of the ankle with the palms. And we're going to brush up the inside of the legs, front of the hips to the belly. At the belly, the hands are going to cross over. And we're going to come up the ribs to the armpits. And then try to follow the inside of the arms until you get to the hands. And come off, make fists. You come up and release. Let's try that again. Following the yin meridians, starting at the inside of the leg. Come up to the belly, cross, up to the armpit, up the inside of the arms. When we drop, we do a big sigh, we flick the hands like we're getting water off the fingers, and we knock the heels. Okay, so that was our yin channels. Yin is on the inside and front of the body, the soft parts. The yang is on the outside and back of the body, the hard parts. So you're going to cross your wrists and fold the hands over the outside of the forearms. And then brush up over the outside of the arms. Lift your elbows and brush up over the top of the head. You cross. And you come down the back of the neck. And then down the sides of the ribs and waist. And then down the back of the legs. As we get to the feet, we're going to come off the top of the feet. Make fists and lift back up onto the tiptoes, and then drop. Okay, so again, our yang, cross the wrists, touch the outside of the arms, brush up over the shoulders, over the head, down the back of the neck, down the sides, down the back of the legs, over the top of the feet. Make fists like we took those leaves out of the gutters. Release them. All right, let's alternate those two a couple times. So we're going to go yin, yang. All right. So come down to the ankles, the yin channels. We come up, inside and front of the body, the soft parts. Yang, outside and back of the body, the tougher parts. Down to the yin, inside and front of the body, soft parts. The ancients said that they realized where the yin and yang channels were by looking at animals and which part of the animal faced the sun. Four-legged animals, right? The back was to the sun and the belly was shaded to the earth. So they said, oh, the sun makes the back yang. This is really interesting because back then they didn't know humans evolved from four-legged animals. Here we are with the same meridians. One of the things that convinced me that acupuncture is more than a placebo treatment is that it actually works on dogs and horses and babies. All these creatures, you couldn't tell you were giving them a medicine, and yet they still get better. There must be something actually happening there besides the mind. All right, this last part we're just going to repeat. So we're going to come up, make fists, and drop. Up, drop. Inhale, exhale. You see I'm knocking my heels. Make sure you're inhaling through the nose and out the mouth in this one. Funny enough, I was very skeptical of acupuncture, even after I'd been doing Qigong for a few years and yoga and chakras and chanting and all that kind of stuff for years before that. I still, when I started apprenticing under my Qigong teacher, he was an acupuncturist too, and I was like, I don't know about this acupuncture thing, but I'll learn all this magic Qigong nonsense. But he convinced me soon enough after curing a few random things really quickly with his treatments. Good. Relax, pause, feel your body. You might feel a little buzzing after that. I often think of this after we do these cleansing exercises. There's this little tingle through the body. It always reminds me a bit after, you have a room that's messy and you go and you dust it, and you get the vacuum out and you tidy everything up, and there's kind of a buzz and a sparkle to the room, and it's palpable. You feel it. Even your mind feels clean and organized just being in that room. It's kind of what I feel like after these. Let's do another one. We call these purging exercises. So the whole idea is to let go of the old. This one's called the Hermit and the Tide Pool. So it's kind of a fun one. We're going to use a sighing breath, 3 kind of variations on sighing, each with a slightly different movement. And the idea is that each form of sighing and movement clears sort of a different type of stress from a different area of the body. So it goes like this. Take a big breath in. We're going to make the letter S sound as we do this. We're going to come up, inhale. And we're going to make fists and come down with the sound ha. Ha. Our fists are going to turn over. We're going to come down with the sound ho. Ho. You can see on that last one, I sort of crunch the abdomen. So the ho is supposed to clear stress from the digestive organs. The ha, coming down to the chest level, is to clear stress from the heart. And the S, is to clear stress from the lungs. They say in the lungs we hold like depression, sadness, grief. Let's go through again. Take a big breath in. Letter S, clearing the lungs. When you run out of breath, you can come up. Take a breath in, and we're going to do the ha and the ho in one breath. Ha, ho. We'll repeat the ha and the ho 2 more times. Ha, ho. 1 more time. Oh. Good. Pause and notice how you feel. It's kind of a fun story that goes with this one too. It goes like this. The hermit is walking along the beach at night. Hermits have no money or possessions, right? So when they stumble across a tide pool, they get really excited because they see a pearl in the tide pool. Pearls were worth a lot of money back then, right? So they get really excited. They're finally going to have some money. So they go splashing looking for the pearl. They come up and they couldn't find anything. So they look up and realize the moonlight had reflected in the water and made an optical illusion. So they breathe a sigh of realization. And they realize they still have no money. But kind of just a funny story to help you remember it. You'll notice that ha and that ho, we have a descending tone. So this next round, let's see if we can find that tone. The ha and the ho, the tone descends as we do it. Let's inhale, get ready for the lung sound first. Let's hear how the sound sounds like the water splashing. We're going to come up with an inhale and then a descending tone. Ha, ho. Ha, whoa. Let's really intend that this sort of sighing-like sound is just clearing our stress from the day. Ah, ooh. One more time. Ah, ooh. Release, pause, feel your energy through your body. We're going to lift our hands, point your toes forward, and we're just going to fold forward here with straight legs, and just find a gentle stretch. Take a few breaths in and out. If it hurts your low back for any reason, you can actually do a forward fold stretch just with your spine straight. That'll keep your back safe, and you just hinge from the hips to get the stretch. Couple more breaths. And we'll roll it up. Give your body a little shake. And here, just overall clearing of the tension. Here, we'll just use that ha sound, whispered now, just a regular sigh. In through the nose, out the mouth. And you're free to shake it a little left and right. Just explore through your body. Where is there sort of constriction being held? Where can you soften up and become more gelatinous through your muscles? And explore a little forwards and backwards. It's our last exercise to clear through the body. Here we'll be working more the energy and the mind. Back to the center, relax. Find your feet square under the shoulders. Tailbone sinking, crown lifting. Shoulders relax away from the ears. Here we're going to enter the flow. We'll bring the back of the hands towards each other. We're going to go into a flow called the fountain. So it looks just like how it sounds. Fountain, like the water, comes up the center and then sprays out to the sides. Back of the hands turn towards each other as we come up, inhaling and exhaling as we float out and down. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose here. This one we start to move in a water-like way. Hips sinking back. And the hips pressing forward. It's like a wave comes up the legs, up the spine, out the arms. I'm going to exaggerate a little bit here just so you can see that. This rolling wave comes up the body, up the arms. We just do it a little subtler. A lot of people who are new to Qigong, and even some who have been doing it for a while, make the mistake of doing a little too much with their movements. So a common mistake with this one would be to come too low and then way up high with the hands. I see this one a lot with people who haven't been corrected. You really just want to go from the chest height, circle out from there, and your hands shouldn't come any lower than the knees. Our Qigong moving meditations, we want to move with subtlety. Because it's the subtle energy we're trying to harness. I feel like the subtle energy is like a breath moving through the body. That breath is what moves us. Bring it around to a chi ball. Here we'll go into one of my favorite flows. We call this one Embrace the Tiger, Return to the Mountain. If you've done any training with my mentor, Lee Holden, you definitely know this one. He does this one a lot. Back of the hands towards each other, roll up, inhale. Exhale, hands press forward as the chest sinks back. And inhale, paint a circle. You can stand a little taller. Exhale, the hands spread out like they're going across a lake. Inhale, roll up just like our fountain. Exhale, press. Inhale, circle. Don't worry if the form doesn't feel perfect. You're never going to get a perfect form the first time. It's the sort of thing that you take months and years to develop and perfect. Now we're mostly just focused on cultivating that slow breath, slow movement. Those together, calming the mind. All right, we're going to go into a special one for sleep. Call this connecting to the heavens. So we're going to press forward, and the hands are going to come over the head. And we're going to come around with the hands. Imagine like you're opening up the ceiling or whatever's above you to reveal the night sky. And here we're going to spiral the hands by the waist and reach down towards the earth like the light from the stars is pouring down around you and grounding into the earth. The hands come up on either side of you. We're going to reach up and imagine we connect to the stars, to the night sky above. Imagine like the Milky Way, like if you've ever driven away from the light pollution and seen that huge swath of stars and space above you. We're going to imagine we pull it into the crown. The fingers are going to come in towards the crown of the head. Just imagine like from space, from the stars, you breathe in violet light, purple light. Just like the aurora borealis. Like it goes right through your fingertips into your crown and into your brain. And and brings the coolness and stillness of space into your mind. The elbows are going to float forward, and we're going to bring the hands down and imagine this violet light scans down through your whole body from head to toe, just clearing away stress, clearing away anxiety, releasing it all to the earth. Hands are going to come back around, hold a chi ball. We'll do this as a little more of a flow. The hands go out, we exhale, drawing up, inhale. Exhale, press. Hands over the head, inhale, open the sky. Exhale, spiral and ground into the earth. Inhale, reach up. Gather the purple light from the stars and exhale. Imagine it pours in through your crown. And inhale, breathe it deeper. Elbows float forward and exhale down. The violet light scans through the body. Release to the earth. Inhale, gather a chi ball. Do 2 more times. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, open the sky. Exhale, ground to the earth. Inhale, reach up. Connect to the purple light from the stars. Exhale, pour it in through the crown. Inhale, breathe it deeper. Again, that purple light representing the stillness of space. Elbows float forward. Exhale, scan it down through the body. Release to the earth. Inhale, gather a chi ball. Let's do 1 more time. Exhale out. Inhale out. Exhale, press. Inhale, open the sky. Exhale, spiral and ground. Inhale, reach up. Imagine you gather purple light from the stars. Exhale it into the brain. Inhale it deeper. Elbows float forward. Exhale, scan the violet light down through the body. Releasing to the earth. And here the hands are going to float up. And float down and just continue to imagine you scan this purple light from the stars through the body, head to toe. And to this flow, we're just going to add the healing sound he, done in a whisper, H-E, done in a whisper. Imagine the sound and the color together are scanning through the body, clearing stress, clearing disharmony, your mind and body together. I'll do 1 more time. Your arms relax by your sides. Slowly step the feet in close together. Hands fold over the lower abdomen. Allow your body to rock and sway. Feel the breath. Let your breath be natural now. Let your body relax into that swaying motion. We just allow the energy to flow naturally wherever it wants to go. Step out of the way by relaxing. Let's find harmony and inner balance. Nice, stepping back out. I'm just going to circle the lower abdomen with the hands. And just direct your breath to the lower abdomen again, just like when we started. Feeling the belly just very gently expand and relax with the movement of your breath. Imagine that your attention is like a stone in your head. Your whole body is like a lake. Your belly is like the bottom of the lake. Just imagine that stone sinks down to the bottom of the lake, slowly through the water, coming from the surface where the water is choppy, down to the bottom of the lake where everything's very still and calm and quiet. Stone just settles there as the hands settle just below the navel. You feel a sense of weight here, sense of being anchored and grounded. Just hold the intention to take that into our evening, into our rest, our sleep. This anchoring of the mind in the body, in the breath. You can feel calm, present, and refreshed. Let's close with a deep breath in. Releasing the hands with a sigh. Just letting that energy spread through the body. Very nice. Feel free to move your joints or stretch in any way that feels good. Especially for beginners, a long period standing sometimes get a little tough on the joints and muscles, so it's sometimes nice to do a little stretch, anything that feels good for you at the end. All right, well, thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you have a peaceful sleep, or maybe you're doing this during some other random time of the day, and if so, enjoy whatever this energy gave you for that. This replay, all my YouTube lives, kind of the thing I'm doing with them is I leave them on for a couple days, and then they go over to my Patreon, which is just $5 a month. Helps keep me funded to keep learning and creating. And you get access to all my past and future YouTube live replays. So if you ever have one that you really like and you want to keep doing, that's where you can find it. So the link to that is in the description below this video, patreon.com/Nick Lafrey. Other than that, I got lots of great new content coming out. I'm actually working on a course for you guys. It's going to be a sort of, actually two courses, one morning course. It's going to be about creating a healthy and consistent Qigong routine in the mornings. So that's going to be sort of like a 30-day or 6-week challenge kind of thing. And then the other one's basically the same thing, but in the evening, creating a healthy evening routine and getting your sleep better and all that. So I'll keep you updated on that. Let me know if you have any ideas, anything you want included. And yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. Let me read some of the comments here. Thanks, everybody. Yogi B, thank you. And thanks, Shinsky, Tyson, Mortal Wombat, love it. Oh, Viviana, that's my almost mother-in-law. How you doing? Good. Yeah, stoked. Of course, so that'll be up in a month at the most. Probably sooner. All right, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Hope you have a beautiful evening.